afternoon. This is Samantha. I want to invite you to my cooking channel. Today I'll be making homemade chicken alfredo. I have all of my ingredients here for everything I'll be making. I'm going to put some spinach in it. I'm going to put Parmesan cheese. I'm making my actual own garlic bread as well. I'm putting some bacon into it. I have onions. I have garlic. I have the pasta. I have the alfredo sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that. I'm going to show you as I'm prepping everything. I have chicken breast that I'm making it with. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. First thing I'm going to do is cut up the chicken breast so I can saute that to give it flavor before I add it into my pasta, because you don't want it to not have flavor. You want your chicken to have flavor. So let's get started on that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the chicken breast ready. So let's go ahead and do that. I need to invest in some new knives. Okay. So I cut the fat off. We don't want the fat. Make sure you clean your chicken good. Okay, and this is how I cut mine up. My husband likes tiny bits of piece of chicken because he works as a truck driver. But you can cut it to your liking, to the size you want it to be. I cut mine a little smaller because of him. It's pretty easy to make chicken alfredo if you do it the right way, to make sure it has good flavor. Okay. Chicken breast is cut up. We're going to put that to the side because I'm going to put like my onions and garlic and all that stuff, the stuff I don't want from it. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. So let's come over here. Anytime you use chicken or any of those kind of poultries, you don't want to get bacteria. So I always spray myself down with bleach so you don't get food poisoning. Then I clean it. So we're going to clean that nice and good. Put that back over there. I already sprayed this with the bleach, so now I'm just going to clean it. Alright. So that's clean. Now, the first one we're doing is season up this chicken. I always clean my chicken. Vinegar. This is vinegar. I'm going to pour all over my chicken. You can never have enough vinegar. You don't want to feed your family dirty chicken. Mix it. With the vinegar all in it. And I pour it into the strainer. And wash it off. Don't use hot water because you'll pre-cook your chicken if you use hot water. So make sure you're using cold water to wash your chicken. So, I drain my chicken. See, it's nice and clean. My seasonings I'm going to use to season this chicken is going to be adobo. And I don't measure. I don't use tablespoons and all that. I but I could put a recipe up there for you guys and tell you how much of stuff to use. Garlic powder. I love garlic powder. I use complete seasoning because this has no salt in it. So you can use it on anything because it has no salt. Hold on. A little fresh thyme. Or dry thyme. Just a sprinkle because thyme is very strong. And you don't want it to overpower your food. So now I'm going to mix that up. Get those flavors in there. I'm actually going to need a bigger pot to cook this in. Okay. While we saute this, we're going to move this over here. Turn that on high. While that's sauteing, while that's getting hot, I'm going to get the onions. I'm going to take a few onions out. And I'm going to dice. Put that to the side. You don't need a lot of onions. Unless you're like obsessed with onions, then you put a lot of onions. Your seasoning, because they come with sand on them. So, dice that up. Put those there. Now that's going to be for once this is seasoned. Okay, so we come over here. This is hot. I'll take the oil. I always keep oil and vinegar fancy dancy in its little things. Easier to use it that way. Now you don't want too much oil because you want it to brown it and give it flavor. The bacon I'll do last because I need a different pan to slice the bacon up, and I'm going to fry it up because once the Alfredo's done and I add the spinach in, then I'm going to add the bacon in too to make it spinach bacon Alfredo. We'll make sure this is nice and hot because you want your chicken to sear, but you don't want it to overcook because you don't want it to get hard. So the hotter the stove, once you put the chicken in there, it's going to give it a nice glaze and a brownness to it that will not overcook the chicken because you have to remember, you still have to put the chicken into the sauce and cook it again. So now I can smell the heat coming off of that. I'm going to go ahead and add this. Now, do you hear that? You smell the flavors. And that's just seasoning it up a little bit and browning it because you want your food to have flavor. I have a picky family. They'll quickly tell me if my food doesn't taste good. Alright, I'm going to let that saute for a few minutes and then I'll be right back. Start the pasta, so for 1 box of pasta, I'm going to do 5 cups of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cups of water. Bring it over here. Put it on there. I always add a little salt to my water. And I also add a little butter to my water. That's so the pasta doesn't stick. It gives it a little flavor. All right, let's check on this. Cooking up good. It's actually done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it off the stove. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take everything out. Okay. I do that. Now what I like to do as well is, because you know how you're supposed to add some milk or some water to your Alfredo sauce? Because this has all my seasonings in it, I like to keep that separately. Okay? So, I'm going to put that back on the stove. Let that preheat again. So, see? Your water for your pasta. Your water for your pasta is boiling. Has the butter, has the salt. This is burning a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and add oil to it. And I would say this is about 3 tablespoons of oil, okay? Next thing I'm going to do is add up all of my garlic, onion, and cilantro. I'm going to fry that up. I'm going to turn my fan on. Getting this olive. Now that that's frying up and it's giving a good color, I'm going to add this back in. The chicken, okay? Because now that has a good color at the bottom. If you see, once I start stirring it, all those flavors are going to get into that with the garlic, the onion, the cilantro, the color. Okay, show them how that looks. See how that looks? You smell it. You smell how yummy it looks. Okay. Now let's go back to the pasta. Since that's nice and hot, what I'm going to do next, I don't have fettuccine Alfredo, so I'm using spaghetti pasta tonight. Okay. I like to break my pasta in halves. So, drop that. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to rinse that off. I'm going to mix that so they don't clump together. I do it like this because that makes it not clump together. So let's let that cook. I'm going to go ahead and cover it so you can get a nice sear on it again. While that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and turn this stove on. And I'm going to do the bacon, okay? I cut my bacon down the middle first. And we cut it in two. Now, remember, for some of you who don't eat bacon, who don't eat pork, you don't have to put this in there. Again, you're making this pasta to your liking, how you like it, how your family likes it. This is how my family likes it. So we want this to get nice and crispy. Now we're going to stir the pasta again because it's sticking, and we don't want it to do that. I'm going to add more water to that. 1, 2. Yeah, much better. So instead of 5 cups, it's 7 cups of water. Especially if you're making a whole pack of pasta. The bacon is cooking up. I like my bacon to get a crunch. So sometimes what I do is if you drain the oil from the bacon, it'll make it more crispy. Alright, let's check the pasta. Oh yes, look at that. Beautiful color. Okay, so what we're going to do, turn that down a little bit. Now we're going to come over here. It's my favorite brand. I use Prego roasted garlic parmesan, okay? And I always use 2 cans because my family likes sauce. Now, remember when I told you that I saved the sauce that I was marinating the chicken, seasoning the chicken with, to put in here to give it flavor? So I just put a little bit, I don't put all. Shake it up. Add that. Shake it up, add that. The rest of this I'll just throw away. Okay, so the next thing I do is I'm going to mix all this together. The bacon, the chicken, the alfredo. The last thing I'm going to add to this is my spinach, which has already been washed and cleaned, okay? I put 1 pack, because you know spinach is something that shrivels up and turns into nothing. So I always add a whole pack to mine. But I'm not going to mix it in or nothing. I'm just going to cover it. I put the stove on medium. I put it on a 5. I haven't tasted it yet because I want all my ingredients to come together. And then once all the ingredients are mixed together and cooked together, then I'll go ahead and I'll taste it to see if it needs any more salt, if it needs any more seasoning. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But again, it's your choice. If you go back and you want to go ahead and add more salt or more black pepper or more garlic powder, whatever you want to add to it, feel free to, because again, you're cooking it for your liking. The last thing I'm going to do, because I have 2 cans of Parmesan cheese. I only use this 4C grated cheese, home style Parmesan. I only use this kind. I have 2 of them. But one of them I'm actually going to add to the pasta. And the other one I save for when everybody gets their plate. They're going to go ahead and if they want to sprinkle some on there, okay? Now remember, if you add Parmesan cheese to your food, Parmesan cheese is a salty ingredient. So that's why I don't add salt to mine. So now I'm just going to let that cook up like that. So I'll leave those 2 there. The last thing I'm going to show you guys to do is how to make your own homemade garlic bread. I try to make everything from scratch. It's better that way. Another way I check to see if my pasta's done, I learned this from Gordon Ramsay. I take one, throw it like that. If it sticks, it's done. So, since that's done, I'll go ahead and I'll turn it off. And I'll strain it. So I'll bring it over here. I'll strain it. I'll put it back over here. Drain all the water out. Then I'll add it back to the container. Just to give it a little flavor. You don't have to. I just sprinkle a little garlic powder on mine. And then I add butter. I add about a spoon of butter. That way it doesn't stick together. Your pasta's done. So, your pasta's done. If you want to get a close-up of that. Your pasta's done. It has garlic. Has butter, it's falling apart. Never leave it on the stove that you cooked it on because then it'll just get hard. So I have these warmer things that I put my food on that keeps it from not getting more overcooked and overdone. So now I'm going to pull this off the stove. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix this all in now. Sometimes I like to use broccoli in it, but my son doesn't care for it too much. So I like the spinach. Now if you turn it, you see how your chicken has the color it needs. That means it's nice and seared good. And I'm going to taste this, okay? Couldn't be better. I'm going to turn the stove on a little bit more. So first, I need to clean up. I don't like a dirty mess when I'm cooking. So I turned it on really low because I just wanted to cook up now. I want to say thank you for watching my video. If you want to take a look, this is the chicken alfredo that I made with spinach, bacon, the cheese, the Parmesan cheese. This is the pasta. And this is my homemade garlic bread that I made. This is the Parmesan cheese to go on top. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified when I do upload another video. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. And I'll have another video for you guys tomorrow.